The evolutions of women's role in Lao She's literature and life. Lao She, born in 1899 into a Manchu family, faced profound loss early in life when his father was killed during the Boxer Rebellion, leaving him fatherless at just 1.5 years old. His mother emerged as a pivotal figure, instilling in him a deep respect for the resilience and strength of women. This influence profoundly shaped his portrayal of female characters in his literary works. In the vibrant cultural landscape of the 1920s and 1930s, Lao She met Hu Jieqing at gatherings organized by Luo Changpei, a renowned linguist, and his friends. Their connection blossomed into love, and they married when he returned to Qilu University in 1931. Together, they welcomed 3 children into their family. Zhao Qingge was a talented writer and artist who began her literary journey by sending poems and essays to Lu Xun for feedback in 1934. This connection opened doors for her within the literary community. By 1938, she served as the secretary for the Cultural Association, where she met Lao She. Throughout the 8 years anti-Japanese war, Zhao Qingge and Lao She not only worked as colleagues, but also developed a profound personal bond. Their shared experience resonated deeply, transforming them into life partners and soulmates. They collaborated on various projects, including the popular drama Tao Li Chunfeng. However, this partnership faced challenges when Hu Jieqing arrived in Chongqing with their children. Later, Zhao decided to bid farewell to Lao She and moved to Shanghai for work. Zhao Qingge played a crucial role in affecting Lao She's decision to return to China. In 1947, during the Second China Civil War, Lao She stayed in New York. He faced a difficult decision about whether to return to Nanjing or Beijing, uncertain of which party, the CCP or KMT, would eventually win. As a result, he chose to remain in New York for an additional 4 years, dedicating this time to writing novels until the political situation in China became clearer. During this period, Lao She earned approximately $25,000 by selling the film rights to his novel Rickshaw Boy, a significant achievement that highlighted his growing prominence as a writer. At that time, the People's Republic of China sought to encourage renowned cultural figures to return to the mainland as part of its United Front political strategy. Influenced by Zhou Enlai, Zhao Qingge bridged the gap and wrote a letter to Lao She. It was described by witnesses as particularly compelling and influential. In 1959, the Cultural Revolution was carried out. Zhao Qingge faced repercussion for her refusal to write an article phrasing this campaign. She then reached out to Lao She for support. In response, Lao She withdrew all $800 from his bank account and sent it to her, helping her navigate these challenging times. However, this act of kindness led to conflicts at home. Lao She's wife discovered his financial support for Zhao Qingge and was furious, reporting what she perceived as lifestyle problems. This revelation marked the beginning of intense criticism directed at Lao She, which contributed to his tragic suicide in 1966. This is the story of 3 women in Lao She's life. How about his literature? There are 5 categories of women's role in his work. First, marginalized and prostitute figures. There are examples like Xiao Fuzi from Rickshaw Boy, You Tonghuang from 4th Generation Under One Roof, and the mother and daughter in Crescent Moon. Second, fierce women. Examples like Tiger Girl in 骆驼祥子, Da Chibao in 4 Generations Under One Roof, and the mother-in-law of the elder sisters in Under the Red Flag, and the ambassador's wife in Cat Setted, demonstrated a fierce, unfaithful, arrogant, vulgar, and lazy image. Third, traditional and virtuous women. The prototype comes from his mother and sister, which are family-centered and obedient. Yun Mei, in 4th Generation Under One Roof, is the model of this image. Fourth, new and intellectual women. In Dr. Wen, Tang Zhenhua is an example of this. She is a female primary school teacher. looks plain, like an autumn flower, beautiful and natural. She is considerate and visionary, neither humble nor arrogant, has her dignities and thoughts. Fifth, revolutionary and activist. There are many new images of women that appears after 1949. For instance, Chen Yangzi is a new era female image in Dragon Bird Ditch. She is a perseverance and actively devotes herself to socialist construction. In Tea House, Kang Shunzi bravely resisted the oppression of the old society and pursued freedom and equality. Bai Xiuying in Under the Red Flag has an independent personality and progressive thoughts and shows the style of women in the new era. In summary, Lao She's concept of females was conservative. Tang Zhenhua stands out as the main female character in his works, representing qualities like determination, honesty, and the moral values of a traditional women. Through Tang Zhenhua, Lao She expresses his ideal images of women, emphasizing traditional roles. Interestingly, Tang Zhenhua also resembles Zhao Qingge, who was Lao She's soulmate and lover, showing a strong link between his literary ideals and his real-life relations. During the Cultural Revolution in China, chaos reached its peak, highlighted by the tragic story of Lao She. He was severely beaten by the Red Guards, which led to his mental breakdown and deep sadness, worsened by the neglect and ruthlessness from his wife and children. His suicide shows the terrible impact this chaotic time had on individuals, especially intellectuals. Lao She's suffering and death remind us of the madness of that era and serve as a warning about the dangers and extreme political beliefs that caused so much pain for many in China.